right. Easy does it. He's a nutty dog, isn't he, Moxie? I think she said that there is a nozzle someplace. Looks like something we would have drinking out of it, huh, Sozzy? That green water, huh? Outside, I think. When you named Moxie, did you say that you were aware of that drink that was on the East Coast for a long time, or is it just like having Moxie? Because there was a soda when I was out in New England that was called Moxie.
I don't think I knew that.
Yeah. We were talking about the Hudsucker proxy the other day, me and my brothers.
That's a bomb that I found, isn't it?
But I think Moxie is used quite often in that story.
Is that about, is there like a, what about a hula hoop?
Yeah, you know, for kids. Have you seen enough of their films to kind of list your favorite ones, or?
I probably would put North Country at the very top.
Oh yeah.
Let's see. Miller's Crossing was really wonderful.
It was great. That's on my list. Yeah. They have the new one, The Tragedy of Macbeth.
The Tragedy of what?
Of Macbeth. But I haven't.
When did that come out?
It's recently. It's like streaming on HBO right now, but it's very Shakespearean with the language and in black and white. Denzel Washington.
No. Oh, I'll have to watch that. I love Coen Brothers. I don't know if they had a new one.
Inside Lewis or Llewyn Davis?
Yeah,
that was an
like
interesting
that.
story.
It was a little slow for me.
Yeah, it was slow.
Probably my all-time favorite. I'm starting to remember now. Raising Arizona.
Oh yeah.
Number 1 or number 2.
Oh nice. Big Lebowski is one of my favorites.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I think we just have to start talking about it.
Isn't that funny? Oh gosh, yeah. Well, definitely some that don't make it on the list at all. Some pretty odd ones out there. Barton.
I saw Blood Simple.
Uh-huh.
Didn't love it.
No?
Is that the one? I'm trying to remember. There's like a weird murder at the end.
Uh-huh.
Is that right?
Yeah, well, it revolves around, I thought, a murder, but...
I think it felt just too dated to me. Like, Arizona film is not dated at all. But it was like, it tried to do like this... For some reason I want to say the words film noir.
Yes. Yeah.
It just kind of felt like 80s-ish and... I don't know.
Well, if film noir has a script to it, it followed a lot of those elements, I think. It had the femme fatale in it.
Yeah.
And then a lot of ceiling fans. Woof, woof, woof.
Yeah.
A lot of...
And then I tried to watch Barton Fink and I fell asleep.
It's such a strange... Him staring at that painting all the time, like he is captivated with it.
Turturro in it, right?
Who?
John Turturro?
Yeah, and John Goodman.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't know if I got far enough to find John Goodman. Yeah, Yeah, so I'd say those three are probably my favorites. Range in Arizona, No Country, and Big Lebowski.
Oh yeah,
I didn't see the...
that's a good list.
Oh. And also equal a four-way first place is Fargo.
Yes, yeah. I would have put No Country on my list because I recognize it's a great story.
Yeah.
It's just heavy and difficult to watch.
Oh, yeah.
So it was like a tie for Fargo at the end for me. But
Yeah.
I think after talking to you about it recently, I had seen it once 10 years ago or when it first came out, but just couldn't go back and watch it. And then you were talking about it, I'm like, okay, I'll have to give it another try. And I enjoyed it more the second time because I knew how it was going to end. There was no, I just accepted the fate, you know?
Yeah.
But
I think the performances is part what made it so great. Like, Tommy Lee Jones' character is just so good in that movie.
oh, the sheriff, yeah.
Sheriff, yeah, and then I really liked Josh Brolin's character, but Shador's character is just,
Yeah.
I mean, people love to use the word evil, I think, too much, but really, he just had this cold calculation about him that was so off-putting. Javier Bardem's character, right? And there's that scene when he goes into that like small little convenience store where he has to flip a coin.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you can tell that guy knows that.
Something bad, yeah.
Yeah, if he gets their tells just wrong. Like,
Hey, he ends up flipping, right? Did he consent to do it? Or?
yeah, he makes
Yeah.
a call. He goes, call it.
Yes.
He's like, I don't know what I'm calling it. Call it.
Yeah, that's right.
It's so good.
Oh my. Who was Josh Brolin's girlfriend or wife in that story, the actress?
Which one, I'm sorry?
Josh Brolin's wife or his girlfriend? I'm trying to remember.
Yeah, I can't remember her face either. I hear her voice, but she's like, don't go! Don't go back out there! What are you doing? She's got like this concern for him. She knows something bad's happening, but she won't tell her. Just something I gotta do. Remember, he like wakes up in the middle of the night to go get the water for that guy.
Oh yeah, to go back
To
down
get
there.
the water.
Yeah.
That's how the whole thing goes down. He gets caught. He hadn't done that.
Oh boy. Oh, that's right. He jumps into the river. And,
Yeah, the dogs
Yeah.
were chasing him.
yeah. That scene was great when he's taking apart the pistol.
Yeah.
You know, as they're oh my God, that
Yeah,
was a good
so
scene.
good.
Yeah.
This is an amazing film.
Yeah.
Amazing.
I would put it very close to Hell or High Water, but I could watch Hell or High Water over and over again.
Yeah. Hell or High Water is probably my top 10 all-time favorite movies. Love that movie.
I pulled my brother back into my room to show him the scene where he's up on the hillside shooting at all those police officers,
Yeah.
and Jeff Bridges is working his way around.
Yeah.
Yeah, such an intense scene.
That was such my kind of movie.
Yeah.
Did you ever see The Lady Killers?
Yeah, and that's the
never
Coen
seen it.
brothers. It's a little odd.
Got Tom Hanks, right?
Yeah. And I don't remember it having a super strong ending, and maybe that's what disappointed me about it, but I can't tell you what it was at this point.
Yeah.
He was some sort of con artist, I thought.
And then I watched for the first time Burn After Reading,
Yeah.
Brad Pitt. That was really good. I think it had kind of like just average reviews, that's why I never watched it.
I need to see it again. It's been a long time since I've watched that one as well. Oh wow, look at that.
shell that you saw was not natural, right?
So they've carried them up here to build these, yeah. Yeah.
You check it out, guys?
Wow. As we hiked up this, we went through the red sandstone that's typical to the Sedona area. But here on top of the mountain, we ran into this darker black volcanic material. What it looks like to me is that this structure was actually built inside of what used to be a volcanic tube, where you had the dried lava on the outside that made up the volcanic rock, but inside you still had liquid magma flowing. So as we got closer, you can actually see the porous material of the inside of the tube. It was much different than the volcanic rock. So it looks like they just kind of occupied this cave and then built up the rock around it. They used the timber beams there. That's awesome. Wow. And then as we are kind of walking up the slopes here towards the cliff dwellings, you see these bricks just littering the hillside. And my guess is this was part of the structure that's just kind of weathered or been knocked down, and it just kind of is now littering the slopes next to it. But just based on the number of rocks that are here, this structure must have been a lot bigger at one time. So neat. Oh, I need some light. Wow, this is, wow, look at the wooden ceilings here. My gosh, with grass. See these little food pantries at the back often. If there's anything up there. Go up a little farther here. I'm not going to walk on that. It's quite something. Oh, this is pretty special. I climbed up a little bit, but not very far up there. It's kind of cool to look over the top of the roof anyway.
I wonder if that's where they put their trash.
What do you think?
Was on this place? What do you think?
What the what?
The year was.
Oh, right, yeah. Something like this. Oh, do you see this, Travis? Huh. This is what we would see at the down at the 260 ruins.
Oh yeah.
Little tiny corn.
Yeah. Tiny corn.
Before they were domesticated. God almighty, that's incredible. Oh, it's okay.
Why they put this roof on top, huh?
Yeah, when you're already underneath the cliff, right? Do you think it was just another place to sleep and rest up there?
Yeah, or maybe it was a way to keep heat in.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Huh, that's a good thought. This is a hands and knee crawl here. Oh, they did some come in and just kind of keep the structure upright and safe. That's cottonwood that they use to insulate these roofs. God, just buried underneath some earth has kind of protected it, right? This so strange that bark could last this long.
Oh yeah.
But between the logs and the dirt on top is cottonwood bark. That's a fire hazard.
Yeah. Those guys are just asking to go extinct. You know?
It's cool, the ones, you get farther down in the Sonoran Desert, and the roofing material was saguaro ribs they had used. Is that what it is?
Yeah, you can see the smoke mark.
Hey, Travis. I'm gonna peek right here and see if there's a way down.
I don't see any.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, you're not even there. You get the top. Yeah, you get the sign there. Okay, you get the sign. Yeah, right here, writing or what have you. And then this is what you're talking about, Nate?
Yeah. This is where the kids came when they complained about not being closer to the water. Yeah.
Say, go to your room.
Topo, come here. Come on. Let's come this way. Come this way. Yeah, there we go. That's better. Hey, Travis.
Yeah.
Are you talking to the dog? Oh, there's just a lot of people.
Yeah. Sometimes I just get like suddenly.
Tapo. God, sorry, Trace.
On my own foot.
Oh, I thought he had pushed you over. This is where I saw the other trail going off.
Want to go check it out?
Yeah, see if there's anything back there. Do you have to be back by a certain time?
I don't have to be back. No. He calls today.
Oh, okay.
We don't have a specific time he's calling, so maybe if I got coverage here, maybe I'll ask you.
Look at that rock.
A little bit more than by
Oh, just some.
Sedona.
Topo, get away from that ledge. I can just see him running right off it.
Wow, that's awesome. One selfie of each other.
From our vantage point here, we're looking down on Sycamore Canyon
Dogs just don't have
in the distance there.
fear of heights.